and welcome crafty friends. This is Rachel, Crafting Mama Bear, and I'm going to be showing you how I made this Halloween wreath using all items from Dollar Tree. To start, I used 6 rolls of the Dollar Tree black deco mesh. I also used 1 of the black sparkly branches, 1 roll of the 12-foot orange glitter ribbon, 1 roll of the black and orange chevron ribbon, and 1 roll of the polka dot ribbon. I also picked up 2 bundles of the black roses that have little spiders on them. So for this wreath, I will be making bundles using the little tubes. So I go ahead and measure my mesh out to 6 inches for this style of wreath. The Dollar Tree wreath is 6 inches wide, so you'll end up cutting 6 by 6 pieces of mesh to add to your wreath. I like to cut all of my all of my mesh pieces and then all of my ribbon pieces. Here I have all my mesh cut, and you can see how they kind of already make little tubes. And for each bundle you will use 3 pieces of the mesh. For the ribbon, I cut the thin orange ribbon 1 inch shorter than the wired ribbon. So I cut the orange ribbon to 8 inches long and the wired ribbon to 9 inches long. And then I do fishtail the ends of all of my ribbon. You will also need a Dollar Tree wreath form. So here my ribbon is all cut, and for the bundles you'll need to take pipe cleaners and just cut them in half. For me personally, I like to cut my ribbon by folding it long ways and then cutting along the folded part of the ribbon. Use whatever technique works best for you. For the thinner ribbon, I like to take one end, fold it over to the other end, and then fold lengthwise and cut along the fold. That way I can get the top and the bottom cut in one pass. But again, do whatever works best for you. So to roll your pieces of mesh, you're simply going to take it and lay it down and roll it the way that it already naturally wants to roll. So grab it in the middle, roll it around, and then pinch it in between your fingers. You're going to do that with 3 of your mesh pieces. Once you have those, you will pick the ribbon that you're going to use. I couldn't decide if I wanted the orange on the chevron or the polka dots, and I decided to put it on the polka dots. Sorry, my daughter's sitting in here and she's making some noises. So find the middle part of your ribbon and just place it on top of your mesh pieces between your fingertips. Grab that half piece of Chanel stem and put it around your fingers around the mesh. I fold my mesh and my ribbon over and pull really tightly and twist, I don't know, 3 or 4 times. And then I set it aside. At this point, don't worry too much about your ribbon being perfect. You can adjust that once your bundles are on your wreath form, but at this point you do want to make sure that you don't have a whole bunch of ribbon on one side and a little bit on the other. If that makes sense, you want to make sure that the ribbon is pretty centered inside your bundle at this point. So on the Dollar Tree wreath form, there are 6 sections in it. And for this style of wreath, I've made it once before, and I found that putting 8 bundles in each section worked really well. Later on I will show you after I have one of the sections filled that there is a little bit of room. You could add a few more bundles, but I don't think it's necessary. Here I am showing you the wreath that I previously made using the little tube method, and this does have 8 bundles per section, and as you can see, it doesn't look bare. You can't see through it. It looks nice and full and gorgeous. So again, you can add more, but 8 per section seems to do the trick. Now I ended up making some bundles with the polka dot and glitter ribbon, some with just a chevron ribbon, and some without any ribbon at all. You can add ribbon to all of them. It's completely optional. Make sure that you buy a couple more rolls of ribbon and you'll be fine. So to put this on the wreath, I will be alternating the bundles. I'll go from polka dot, no ribbon, chevron, no ribbon, polka dot, so on and so forth. And to attach these onto the wreath form, you'll be using those middle 2 bars on the wreath. Just pull your pipe cleaner Chanel stem around each section, turn your wreath form over, and pull it securely and twist. I usually twist it 8, 9, 10 times. I am not wanting to worry about these falling off. So twist them on as much as you're comfortable with. I also wanted to mention that I have seen other YouTubers making wreaths and they use any color Chanel stem, and that is fine. You can use whatever color you would like. You're not going to see it from the front of the wreath, but later on I will show you the back of the wreath once I have all of my bundles on, and it does make a big impact, and it just makes it look a lot more finished if you have a corresponding colored pipe cleaner that you're using instead of a purple or blue or green pipe cleaner on there. But again, use whatever you like. You will not see it from the front. My OCD just doesn't allow me to use anything other than a corresponding pipe cleaner. So here is 8 bundles on one section, and I will show you right here that there is still room on there. You could fit a couple more on. Again, 8 works perfect for me. Alright, so here is the wreath completely filled in with all of the bundles, and on the back you see how nice and finished that looks. I love it. I just love it. And at this point you can go ahead and cut off the excess pipe cleaners in the back that are poking up. You want to cut those down and then fold them so they're not poking straight up. Now here I took the black roses, and the night before I took a paintbrush with some Mod Podge on it, just tapped it on the petals of the roses, and then added some black ultra fine glitter from Walmart on top of it, just to give it a little something extra. You can definitely skip this and just add the roses as is. You are going to want to pop them off of the stem, cut off the little extra plastic piece on the back of the rose, and also pull off the plastic piece on the leaf portion. Once you have finished doing all of that, you will go ahead and hot glue the leaf portion to the butt of the rose. Just add a little bit of hot glue and pop it on there. So once I had all of my roses glued together and cut down, I went ahead and placed them on my wreath form just to see how many I wanted to use and how far apart I wanted them to be on the wreath. You don't have to do this. If you're brave, just go ahead and grab that hot glue gun and glue those puppies on there. I'm just not that brave. And for your viewing pleasure, in the top corner of the screen is my daughter. She had finished taking her nap and then wanted to hang out with me in the craft room while I finished up this project. So if you get bored watching me hot glue things, just look up there and enjoy. I have glued all of my roses in place. Now it's time to try and place the branches. This took me quite a bit of time. I just wasn't 100% sure that I wanted to use them, and I don't know, maybe it's just me, but it was tricky finding just the right way to place them on there so they weren't poking straight out of the wreath. I wanted it to still have a little bit more texture by adding the branches, but this took me So I want to thank you if you have stuck around watching this video. This is my first YouTube video, and I am a complete newbie at recording, editing, doing voiceovers, the whole shebang. So if this is not the most polished, put together YouTube video you've ever seen, it's because you have a newbie doing it. But I wanted to put together this YouTube channel because I'm a stay-at-home mom and I'm a crafter, and I just figured I'm doing the crafts anyways, I might as well record them and share them with my fellow YouTube friends, or at least make some YouTube friends, hopefully. But I just love crafting. I'm fortunate that I do have a specific room in my house dedicated to all of my crafting supplies, and I love watching crafting DIY videos on YouTube, and I thought, hey, I'm doing it anyways, I might as well share. So if this is something that you like, please leave me a thumbs up and consider subscribing. I will try my hardest to post a new video once a week. I also am a card maker, and I enjoy doing DIY home decor crafts. So that's what I have in mind for this channel, and if that's something that you're interested in, I would love to get to know you and have you as part of my YouTube family. I have a 6-month-old daughter, and so she keeps me pretty busy, but I need something else to do. So here is the wreath completely finished. I think it turned out gorgeous. With all of the glitter from the mesh, and then the extra glitter that I added to the roses, and then from the glitter branches, it is gorgeous. Thanks again for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Until next time, bye-bye.